We got some early indications from screening that, your son might have Down syndrome. We were devastated. We just didn't know anything about it.
For families that have a child with an intellectual disability, I would say it's going to be okay. It all shakes out. Every child will achieve what they're going to achieve on their own timeline, in their own way. You just have to be patient and give them every opportunity that you would give any other child.
But then you become aware of all these other things like Special Olympics that he can do, and you're like, this is pretty cool. And you just embrace that, and you just kind of jump in and say, this is what our life is going to be. And it really gave our family a purpose.
For families, that Special Olympics Nebraska is absolutely a place for your child. They can compete, they can win or lose. They can absolutely develop the pride in themselves and have ownership over their victory, their practice, their whole process.
Get involved. Get your kids out there and exposed to as much as possible. Any sort of activity. You could volunteer at an event. Once you meet all of these other families and these families of older kids, you start seeing like, you know what? That's a pretty good place that we're gonna land. That's okay. We're doing all right here.
My future goals in Special Olympics Nebraska, I want to race that standard because that is a heart of a team. It helps me encourage the players, and sometimes I like to be the person who helps them to be better. I like to be that person because that person shows leadership.
I feel like the shyness is like in the background now, and I get to be included in sports that I probably wouldn't have been in a regular setting.
Here I am, and I can swim. It only took me 40 years to learn how. There's no stopping me. I'm not scared to learn anything. Being a part of Special Olympics Nebraska is the best thing I've ever done.
I have always felt that working with Special Olympics is a great joy. It's a great way to get to know people that are different because it broadens your life so much.
Special Olympics Nebraska makes me a champion because they give me opportunities to do things that I thought I'd never be able to do. Powerlifting is one of my favorite things because I get to show people how strong that I am. It also shows people that I can do all things that are possible.
I push my athletes to get the best they can, and part of that has to be their health. Our Special Olympians do have difficulty getting access to appropriate health care. Healthy athletes makes a big difference. We found some major health issues through just their simple screenings.
My coach tells me to try my best. They're very, very important to me to learn how to become good athletes.
Over the years, I think I've learned mostly to have fun with the athletes. I have been affected deeply because they are always positive, they're always having fun, they're always happy to share their stories, and they've taught me to be a happy person and enjoy life to its fullest.
I want the community to see that our athletes are just like us. I want everybody to see that they have dreams just like us. They have things that they want to do and accomplish in life. Our athletes are no different than you or me.
Since I'm a global messenger, I get the opportunity to be inspirations to some of the younger kids. And maybe some people that are going through rough times, I could tell them, hey, I've got through all this. I mean, you can get through your stuff.
High school was very hard for me. I was very shy. Our school had tryouts for a lot of the sports. My biggest fear was being told, hey, you're gonna be put on the sideline and not be competing.
Our school's been working on improving unified sports and including everyone for quite a few years now. Unified sports can lead to new friendships and people growing to who they really are and who they really can be.
Today I feel like I belong on the team with Special Olympics because they don't put you on the sideline. They include you in all the sports, and I just feel like a part of the team.
It's a pretty simple formula from the athletic perspective. They put you on the athletic field, they group you into competitive groups, let you compete in that group, which instills confidence, which then spills off that athletic field into everything you do in life. As a dad, you're sitting there going, that's my little girl.
I think people will put it into action in their communities. It'll just naturally keep growing.
It's not only a tool for empowerment of athletes, it's a tool of education to the communities that it serves.
Everybody enjoys competing and doing well at something. Through the Special Olympics, they all get that chance to do it. They're just human beings that need to be accepted, and that's part of life. That's part of the human experience. That's what makes us all special and different, is that we learn from each other.
And that's where it starts. It's one person, being able to get up and go sit with somebody who's sitting alone. Sports is much more than throwing a ball around. It gives them the confidence to meet people halfway, find that common ground. Special Olympics Nebraska has done for us is give us hope, created a spark, that probably opened the door for other opportunities. It has provided hope for Skylar's future, hope for her ability to live independently, just hope for her to have more success in life. I encourage you participate, be involved in Special Olympics Nebraska. You won't regret it.